Hey, and thank you for inviting me to this course. I will just read my contribution. The title is Letter from a Tentacular Lecturer Researcher. Quality and sustainability are two fairly broad concepts. In combination, they create a very demanding duo, especially regarding research, learning, and teaching. I have tried to mix both concepts in my work as a researcher and lecturer. As a researcher, I have worked in urban and rural areas with a participatory action research perspective. The PAR has implied getting fully involved in the realities of the people and groups I investigate to learn from their lives and to show respect for their knowledge. This task has generated different sustainability challenges for my career. On the one hand, it goes against the positivist and colonialist current of science, which imparts the paradigm of seeing and feeling reality from afar, but mainly from above. On the other hand, I expose myself to a total immersion in that world at the cost of detaching myself from the academic world and its career premises. I have started with many friends from fieldwork. I have my research very committed to the lives of the people with whom I interact. And they, in return, see me as an uncle, a brother, and a good father. These role models generate relationships that I consider much more responsible, where I participate in their lives, problems, sorrows, joys, and progress. It costs like an extended family with many relationships and pains. This is due to the immense inequalities in the communities I investigate. My middle-class economic condition in a Nordic country makes things more difficult. How do you feel in the heart, but without feeling in the pockets? It is complicated, not to say untenable. But among the few successes this new reality generates, I have managed to build demonetized relationships in most cases, mainly because many of the people I interact with have self-respect and seek to solve their economic problems by their means. I have encouraged them to do that. I have participated in their lives as a counselor, distant friend, as someone who is there, even if it is far away, to listen, instruct, encourage, and celebrate. This relationship might have generated an image of a community researcher as one more family member of the groups I have worked in. However, in my last visits, I saw the drama of the loss of two young people. Both died of cancer due to lack of resources and the injustices of inaccessible health that leave sick children in an unlivable limbo. It is an immense pain to lose a child for a mother. I have supported them with campaigns, but I feel that it is so unfair. It is so angry not to be able to save the lives of these people who are so endearing, to see them grow up and suddenly they no longer exist. That they didn't even reach my age is unbearable pain. I feel helpless. I feel helpless and stupid. I could have done more. Academically, this experience has left me more alone than I would like. It has been difficult for me to find academic peers. In addition, the permanent translation from Spanish to Swedish and English isolates me from the academic and exchange communities at the base of my projects. Everything is slower, and I need to keep up with colleagues who publicate more regularly. Sometimes I'm just happy to post videos about their struggles, achievements, and problems. That puts them in a state of excitation, recognition of their existence, and visibility in a world that wants to exterminate them. And that fills me up a lot. But I'm still an academic, which ties me to the routines and goals of this social and political community. Working with and for people experiencing poverty enriches the spirit, not the pocket. I have chosen an option that slows down my career. I wonder if it is justifiable or not. I think about it a lot, and I'm distressed by the slowness, bureaucracy, insensitivity, and racism that all these practices exude when they intertwine in my academic path. I take it personally when those ostracist practices intertwine against those souls. That parsimony and indifference is also part of an ontological intolerance against them and against my presence. It is a social environment hostile to me. It is personal. It has been challenging to understand and accept that reality. Being a target of a form of cancel culture. And I often ask myself, is this sustainable or not? I'm not white, I'm not natural middle class, I am permanent for wherever I go. But I've learned to understand living on that border of pendulating between different worlds. I have become an octopus. I touch up the world with my sensors as if they were tentacles. I hide, I survive, and that is where I find my happiness in being part of an endangered species. It would have been easier to tell to walk this path with the help of some mentors, with other tentacular beings. But in the midst of sustainability calculations, I finally survived and left footprints. I no longer care much if those footprints dilute or not. I just feel good living my academic life as a tentacular being, surviving, immersed in my creativity tactics, in my fantasies of that other academic world is possible if I at least build it for me.